Here with head coach Nick Popp. Lander sweeps the doubleheader with Mount Olive to take the series. Coach, you talked to your team after the Newberry game earlier this week. Mount Olive's going to be a tough team. You guys were probably going to get punched in the face. You guys took a punch last night, but you guys were able to respond today, getting 2 wins. What did you see from your club today?
Oh man, I told them when we met, I really didn't know what to tell them, except for I think that's a top 5 win, that last game that I've ever been a part of. Jake Larson in game 1, we win a 2-1 game, unbelievable. You lose Friday night game, and it's hard to sweep a doubleheader, and it's especially hard against a group like that. That team has I have a lot of respect for that group, that coaching staff. But we didn't stop, and we talk about that. And, you know, we stuck to our plan and our approach, and we won 2 really tough games against a really worthy opponent. And I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of them for buying in. I'm proud of them for being down early big, finding a way to come back. They go down big again later in that game, 4 or 5 runs. They don't stop. And that's one of the things that we talk about all the time is when the people leave here, when the teams leave here, and the fans leave here, they can say whatever they want about us, but they're not going to say that we give up. And they lived that. They were that today, and they were rewarded for it.
You guys played 2 completely polar opposite games. Obviously 3 runs in the first game, done in about an hour and a half. And then you guys have a long second game, almost 30 runs scored total. I think actually they're worth the 30 scored total. What did you see from your club to be able to win in 2 completely different ways?
Well, first it's Jake Larson. I mean, game 1, what do we have, 2 hits? We just had 1 big one from Ryan Hansen late in that game, and that was the difference. But Jake was phenomenal, and we expect that from Jake. He's been good his whole career, and he was exceptional. And then in game 2, it was you were right. It was the polar opposite, but like I said, we stuck to our approach. We did not give up, and those are 2 things that we harp on and we talk about all the time. They did it, and they were rewarded for it. And so, you know, there's something to be said for seeing what your coaching staff puts in, reward you, and executed. It happened, and you know, we got a group now that I think will be bought into our approach because they were rewarded for it, and they won 2 big games against a really good team. Just a really good day all the way around. That group over there is going to be really good, and I think the group we got in our dugout is really good.
You talked about the free 90s a lot. You guys scored 17 runs, 9 hits. You guys are able to just keep the line moving, earn walks, earn hit by pitches, be able to get on the base paths and cause chaos. What have you seen from your approach these first 2 weeks of the season?
Well, what happened was you get to what 20-year-olds don't really understand all the time is that Friday night game. If you can get to the bullpen, even if you lose the game, you can get to some of those bullpen pieces. Typically, those pieces are done for the series. You get to that big bullpen piece on Friday night, it's hard for that kid to recover. And if he can recover and come back the next day, he's not at full strength, and maybe his pitch count is obviously going to be smaller. And so we did that over the course of the first couple games, and then we did it big time in that 3rd game. And the deeper and deeper you get into a bullpen, it's just, it makes sense, right? You get towards the back end of that bullpen, and maybe you're able to scratch runs easier against those back guys. And same thing with us. I think the big difference in that game, that final game, was that we didn't get as far down the line in our bullpen as they did, and we were able to take advantage of where they were with their pitching staff. And we had a couple guys still going, and Goldie, Goldberg, he did an unbelievable job. I mean, he really came in and he attacked the strike zone. He pitched to contact, and he gave us a chance deep in our bullpens for us to be on top, and that's exactly what happened.
So you guys have a midweek game with Belmont Abbey, another good club in the Southeast region, and then open conference play next week, very early series against Middle Georgia. What do you want to see from your team going into the opening conference series of the weekend?
I want to see the same thing. I want to see fight. We're going to face another good team, and then we're going to start conference. And, I expect the same. Like I talk to them about all the time, man. It's easy to be up when you're up, but it's you find out what you're made of and what you're really about, and what your identity as a team when you go down 4 to a team like Mount Olive and you come back, and then you go down 4 again 2 innings later and you come back. And so we're forming that identity as a group, and 6 games in, I'm proud of this team, and it's not because we're 5-1. It's because nobody has left after watching us for 6 games. Nobody's left and said that team will roll over or that team won't get back up. So tough week ahead. I mean, it's been a tough weekend. Tuesday night's going to be tough, and in conference, anything can happen. So I expect us to attack the week, have good weeks of practice, a couple good days of practice, and come out ready to play.
Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.